Good day everyone. Today we were going to start the discussion of Unit 7. This unit will tackle the modern age, regarded as a time in which information has become a commodity that is quickly and widely disseminated and easily available, especially to the use of computer technology. And this topic will be divided into 4 lessons: the information age, historical development, timeline of information age, and lastly, the impact of information age. So now let's proceed. Sir, what is information age? The information age, also known as computer age or digital age or new media age, began around in 1970s and is still going on today this era. Brought about a time period in which people could access information and knowledge easily. A period in human history characterized by the shift from traditional industry that the Industrial Revolution brought through industrialization to an economy based on the information computerization. The information age brought about a many new invention and innovation. The current era in which relatively much larger amount of information are widely available generally through network platforms. The information age is a true new age based upon the interconnection of computer via telecommunication with this information system operating on both a real-time as a needed basis. Furthermore, the primary factors driving the new age forward are convenience and user friendliness, which in turn will create user dependency, according to James R. Messenger, Theory of Information Age, 1982. So now we will showcase to you how much information age has done to us. But first, let's present how it was before. Roll BTR.
In the world before the introduction of the printing press, it was not possible to distribute precise, replicable information to a large number of people. Information could be captured in the laborious and time-consuming process of hand-produced books, scrolls, or tablets. But the of knowledge thereafter had to rely on purely word of mouth, channels, and the form of information that was prevalent was therefore the story. Here we see a simple group of students enjoying what they have back in the 70s. Books and newspapers were hip and were primary sources of information.
Now, let's see how it is. Of internet and the World Wide Web in the 1990s was initially hailed by many as ushering a new democratic age, driven by much greater access to information. The reality of much greater access to information was not matched by the greater ability to publish it. Social media does not just benefit individuals, but it also benefits businesses as well. This site allows all businesses to advertise and market service to a large audience, and a profile is free to set.
So now, let's proceed to our next reporter.
Good day, I'm Asinet Odanilan. I will going to discuss the historical development of information age. So the information age is a historical period that began in the mid-20th century. It characterized by a rapid epochal shift from the traditional industry established by the Industrial Revolution to an economy primarily based upon information technology. And it can distinguish by three different long-term meta-paradigm: the transforming tools, transforming energy, and transforming information. And the first focus on that transformation of material, including stone, bronze, and iron. So first is the Stone Age. So the Stone Age was a broad prehistoric period which stone was widely used to make tools. So a stone tools is the most general sense any tool made either partially or entirely out of stone. And stone tools were used to make weapons for fighting, hunting, fishing, and carving wood. And the period lasted for roughly 3.4 million years, around 2000 BCE, with the advent of metal working. Second is the Bronze Age. So Bronze Age is a historic period approximately 3300 BC to 1200 BC. And it was characterized by the use of bronze, and in some areas, proto-writing, and other early features of urban civilizations. And the Bronze Age marked the first time humans started to work with metal. And bronze tools are weapons like bronze axes that last much longer than stone tools. And humans made many technological advances during the Bronze Age, including the first writing system and the inventions of the wheel. And the third age is the Iron Age. It is the final epoch of the three age divisions of the prehistory and protohistory of humanity. It was preceded by the Bronze Age and Stone Age. And the Iron Age begins 1200 BC, locally when the productions of tools and weapons was made from typically alloys with a carbon content of iron or steel for advanced weapons in common use. And iron was tougher than bronze, so the peoples of the Iron Age become capable to make sharp tools like swords and spears.
Thank you, Ms. Asinet Danila. I am Milady Limpide Guzman, and for the continuation of our discussion, which is the historical development of Information Age, the second, often referred to as Industrial Revolution, was dedicated to the transformation of energy. The Industrial Revolution was the transition to new manufacturing processes in Britain, continental Europe, and the United States in the period from between 1760 to 1820 and 1840. The Industrial Revolution also led to an unprecedented rise in the rate of population growth, including water power. Hydropower, also known as water power, is the use of falling or fast-running water to produce electricity or to power machine. Since ancient times, hydropower from water mills has been used as a renewable energy source for irrigation and the operation of mechanical devices. The steam power. A steam engine is a heat engine that performs mechanical work using a steam as its working fluid. The term steam engine is generally applied only to reciprocating engines as just described, not to the steam turbine. The electric power. Electric power is usually produced by electric generators, but can also be supplied by the sources such as electric batteries. Electric power can be delivered long over distances by transmission lines and used for applications such as motion, light, or heat with high efficiency. And the combustion power. The term internal combustion engine usually refers to an engine in which combustion is intermittent. The first commercially successful internal combustion engine was created around 1860, and the first modern internal combustion engine was created in 1876 by Nicholas Otto. Finally, the most recent meta-paradigm aims at transforming information. It started out with the proliferation of communication. It is the act of developing meaning among entities or groups through the use of sufficiently mutually understood signs, symbols, and semiotic conventions, and the stored data. Data storage is the recording or storing of information or data in a storage medium. Handwriting, phonographic recording, magnetic tape, and optical discs are all examples of storage media. Proliferation of communication and stored data, which aims at creating automated processes to convert the existing information into actionable knowledge.
Good day everyone, so now I will discuss the timeline of the Information Age. So let's start to 3000 BC or before Christ. In this era, Sumerian writing system used pictographs to represent words. So it is start on Sumerian civilization, first civilization in Mesopotamia, that known for their innovation in language, governance, architecture, and more. In this era, cuneiform ang ginagamit nila to marks on clay tablets. When we say cuneiform, it means wedge shape. That made by means of blunt reed for a stylus or more linear. So here is the example of clay tablet. Number 2, 2900 BC, beginnings of Egyptian hieroglyphic script. Hiero means holy, glypo means writing. So it is a combined logographic, syllabic, and alphabetic elements that the characters in hieroglyphic script are more detailed. So here are the example of hieroglyphic alphabet. Number 3, 1300 BC. So the tortoise shell and oracle bones writing were used. When we say oracle bones, it is a shoulder blades of oxen or plastrons of turtles. So when we say plastrons, ito yung pinakadibdib ng turtles. Next, carapace, outer shell of turtles used during the Shang dynasty for divination. So when we say carapace naman, ito yung nasa likod ng turtles. Number 4, 500 BC, papyrus roll was used. So here is the example of papyrus roll. When we say papyrus, it is made from a plant. Flexible, smooth surface which accepts and retains ink without blur or smudge. Number 5, 220 BC. So, in this era, small seal script ang ginagamit naman nila. So, it is an archaic form of Chinese calligraphy, and it was still widely used for decorative engraving and seals in the Han Dynasty. So, it preserved on numerous stones used for official documents and ceremonial purposes. So, here is the example of small seal script. Number 6, in 100 AD or Anno Domini, they had a book. It is called Parchment Codex, replacement of for papyrus roll. So when we say parchment, made from the skin of an animal. So all these books made from compiled parchment. So one of the example is the Bible. Miss De La Cruz, Mika Joanna will continue the discussion about timelines of the information
Thank you,
age.
Miss Diego. So, good day, everyone. I am Mika Joanna de la Cruz from BPED 4B. So, I will continue the timeline of information age. So, number 7, in the year of 105 AD, woodblock printing and paper was invented by Chinese. So, woodblock printing looks like images or letters in the Chinese is being carved in reverse to a piece of a wood. And then the wood would be inked and will be printed in a piece of paper or on a fabric. Ink was made from plants, pigments, animals' liquid, or animals' bile. Number 8. In the year of 1455, Johannes Gutenberg invented the movable printing press. So, movable printing press looks like this. Unlike the woodblock printing machine or the woodblock printing, it is more convenient and efficient. It uses movable components to reproduce information on a medium paper. Number 9. In the year of 1755, Samuel Johnson published his book, and the title of his book is A Dictionary of the English Language. It is one of the most influential book or dictionary in the history of English language. It consists more than 40,000 words, and he wrote this book or dictionary for over 8 years, and it is being used for the clarification of English words. Number 10. In the year of 1802, there are two that is being developed. Letter A, the Library of Congress. It was established in the United States, and it is considered as the largest or biggest library in the world. It has 200 million resources per year, and there is this one place that is designated only for law making, and it is the main research arm in the US. Letter B, carbon arc lamp. In the same year it was invented. It contains two carbon rods that when it is pressed together, it produces electric arc, and it is also used for projection and assimilation of informations in the library. Number 11. In the year of 1824, research on persistence of vision or POV was published. So POV is a concept of how our brain sees an individual as a sequence of motion or an individual images as a sequence of motion. Number 12. In the year of 1830s, the first design of digital computer was made. Charles Babbage was the one who invented computer, and he called this as analytical engine. Next, let us know who is Augusta Lady Byron. Augusta Lady Byron was commissioned to translate notes into English and then augmented it. And she was the one who made the first ever computer program, and she was assisted by Babbage. Telegraph. Telegraph was invented by Samuel Morse. It transmits electric signals over the wire laid between stations. Next, Morse code is also invented or being published or being developed in the year of 1830s. So Morse code is a set of codes or dots or dashes to each letter of an English alphabet. It is a simple transmission of a complex message and across the telegraph lines. So it is being used in World War I as a communication. Now let us welcome Mr. Norman De Leon for the continuation of the timeline of information age.
Thank you, Ms. De La Cruz, for reporting the sum of timeline of information stage. I am Norman De Leon, and I will be the reporter of the remaining reports or years in the timeline of information stage. for the year 1939, this year Mr. Franklin D. Roosevelt opening the New York's World Fair. And also this year, began the regular U.S. television broadcasting. It's seen by estimated 1,000 viewers. Now for 1940s, the beginning of information science as a discipline. Information science discipline that deals with the processes and storing and transferring information. Now for the year 1945, Vannevar Bush pursued the invention of the hypertext Memex. Memex is a device in which individuals would compress and store all their books, records, and communication. It influenced the development of early hypertext system, eventually leading to the creation of the World Wide Web and personal knowledge-based software. Now, in the year 1946, ENIAC, or the Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, was developed. ENIAC, first electric general purpose computer and built during the World War II by the US. In the year 1948, the field of information theory happens. Invention of the compact disc, the feasibility of mobile phones, development of the internet, the study of linguistics, and many more. In 1948, Apple Macintosh computer was introduced. The Macintosh was the first computer to come with the graphical user interface and a mouse pointing devices. Now in the mid-1980s, artificial intelligence developed as the separate discipline from information science. In 1987, HyperCard was developed by Bill Atkinson. Apple computer introduced by HyperCard to the public. Now for the last year, 1991, World Library Incorporated produced a fully searchable CD-ROM containing 450 classical works of literature and historic documents. And that's it for the information stage or the timeline of information stage.
Good day everyone, I'm Belgian Sinilia from the Bedford. In this video, I will going to discuss the last part of our report in chapter 7. So, the impact of information age. The information age is now upon us. In the world today, technology is used all around us. Through the use of computers, cell phones, pagers, calculators, video game, consoles, and many other technological advanced products. Communication has changed dramatically, so the information age is a life-changing in people's life. So it has a positive effects to our life to get an easy way of living. So if there is a positive aspects, it has also many negative aspects. So such as how internet is unregulated. Also there's a very large legal issues over our privacies like social medias, internet, Facebooks. Our lives have changed greatly because of technology. The internet has opened up a whole new world of information that everyone can access and utilize. So the internet not only provides information but also may now forms of communication. So we can correspond with people across globe through webcams, instantly messaging, email. This is a reason why globalization is becoming reality. So not only has communication grown through the internet but also through newer cell phones technologies, and in an increasing number of cases, cell phones and replacing landline and are gaining more uses.
That's all, and thank you.